Personally, this is hard for me to say, but as we're in going in week 12 now, I just can't help it any longer. Russell Wilson sucks. He's terrible. He's terrible. He needs to be benched. Russell Wilson needs to go ahead and make his way to the bench. If I were Russell Wilson, I'd bench myself. 30th in QBR, tied for 8th in interceptions. It's, you're Russell Wilson. Those aren't numbers that you should have. The Russell Wilson I knew back in Seattle, 37,000 passing yards, 290 touchdowns over the course of the time over there. He's up to 300 now since he's been to Denver, but it's been straight garbage time. He's been trash. Russell Wilson has been trash. And I just can't, it's just bothering my spirit. It bothers me so to where it's, I very much stray away from even watching the games. Coming into the season, we all knew that, oh, this division, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, they're going to be battling it out. It has not been like that whatsoever. Every team but the Chiefs, all the other teams except the Chiefs, disappointing. Disappointing all season long. Chargers disappointing, Broncos disappointing, Raiders very disappointing. The Chiefs, they've been the Chiefs. Even with their loss of Tyreek Hill, they've still been able to stack up those wins as their fans are used to seeing and everybody's used to seeing. But it's just not what we thought it was going to be. Especially Russell Wilson. If anything in that division, he is not at all what I thought or the world thought he was going to be. We thought we were going to see $245 million worth of success. I haven't seen any. I can go out there and do that. And I can't throw the ball more than 30 yards. Shoot, my auntie can go out there and do that. I'm just very disappointed. Like it's an overall frustration. Both sides of the ball. I'm sorry, both sides of the ball. You see Mark Parcell get up in Russell's face. He's yelling at him, screaming. I'm not sure what he said, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't, "Hey man, you're doing a great job out there." I'm pretty sure it was the complete opposite of that. And I hope he wasn't trying to get one of those corny pep talks because that probably would have pissed me off at 3-8. Because Russell Wilson's good for those corny pep talks. I'm sorry, it's just he's good for him, but right now it's just not the time. They need to go ahead and move on. He needs to get benched, not trade him because you can't trade him because who's gonna pick up that salary? Whoever trades for him is gonna have to pay off that salary, and man, nobody's about to pay for 30th QBR. Nobody's gonna pay that off. So you're basically stuck with a Russell Wilson who isn't playing very good at all, like whatsoever, and you have to stick with him for the rest of the season. You don't have to start him. You can go ahead and make his way to that bench, and you can go ahead and you can put Brent Ripon in, get Brent Ripon in there. Just go ahead and close off your season, so we don't have to watch Russell Wilson stink it up any longer. Because if anything, that's what I want. If I'm anybody in that if I'm Russell Wilson himself, like I said, I'm benching myself. I'm not gonna go out there and keep embarrassing myself week after week after week, playing terribly. And it's getting hard to watch. I can't. I can't. Some of the statistics of this Broncos offense or Broncos team in general is humiliating. You have a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a Hall of Famer, and you guys can't muster up more than 20 points per game. What can you do with that? So you can't score more than 20 points. You're frustrated on both sides of the ball. You can't trade them. All you got left is to go ahead and send them to the bench. So if I'm the Denver Broncos, if I'm Russell Wilson, I'm putting myself on the bench for the betterment of the team.